I'm just in the limo on the way to the airport. Don't you think this is a little much, Ethan?
Oh, come on, you're worth it. I showed the partners your proposal, and they love your design. They want you back permanently.
Are you serious?
They want you back at the Manhattan office right after the new year.
Wow, that's so soon.
Well, they're eager for you to get started. So why don't you take a couple of days, and then you can figure out what you need to do to get back here a bit quicker. And then we can make some plans. That sound good?
That's great. That is totally great.
I knew you'd be excited. This is such an excellent opportunity for us. I am so proud of you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
And with the pay raise, we can afford that place on the Upper West Side that you've been loving so much. Honey, I know we've only been official for 3 months, but if this isn't the universe telling us we're on the right track, I don't know what is.
Ethan, I'm not sure that I could.
Okay, look, I gotta run. You have a safe flight. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Hello?
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 Cassie, you look great, sweetheart.
Hi,
Oh,
Dad.
it's so good to see you. I missed you, kiddo.
I missed you too. The last few weeks is all I could think about is coming home.
Well, has work been that hard?
No, it's a great job. It's just.
Say, you remember that old Abernathy place? It's for sale now. You know, that one that you had your eyes on all the time? Now that you're back, it's perfect timing.
Speaking of perfect timing, how are the plans for the Winter Festival coming?
Cassie, we're not doing the Winter Festival.
Dad.
I'm sorry, I just didn't have the heart to call you.
But it's tradition.
Your Highness. Lost.
Reginald, is that you making all that racket?
Yes, yes.
At this hour? Really, Arthur, it is highly unorthodox. This is a place for decorum, not disruption.
Yes, you don't understand. The prince
He's probably sleeping and does not appreciate you gadding about, shouting all through the halls.
That may be correct if he were here.
Pardon?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. The prince is missing.
Missing? You can't be missing. What about the coronation?
The coronation is not our only problem.
What do you mean?
Someone's going to have to tell her.
Yeah, why don't you put the taller one in the back? Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Okay.
And then put the smaller one up here. Nice. And then this one, you could put on the other side behind the glass ball. I think that would really balance it out nice. Perfect. Yeah? Looks great.
So good to have you home.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be home. It does look pretty nice.
Yeah. I only wish your mom could see it.
Me too.
Your displays always draw the biggest crowds. And it's not bad for business either.
She's right, you know.
Hey, how are you, Madison? David. Good to see you. Thank you. Is this? Oh my goodness! Look at you. I cannot believe how big she is.
I know, I can't believe where the time's gone.
Do you remember me?
How could she forget her favorite ad from New York?
Mama. Yes, that is your mama. You are correct.
Unfortunately, we can't stay. We've got to go.
But you gotta come over real soon.
Yeah,
Tell us all about New York.
that would be great. Bye, Ladybug. Bye. Good to see you. Bye. Bye. My gosh, you're so cute.
I know.
Wow.
Adorable. Now, you help yourself to anything you want on the house.
So, Dad, what'll it be?
You're gonna have to explain the holiday drinks again.
Definitely. So, the holiday latte comes in a medium and a small, and then there's a Christmas latte, which only comes in a large.
What is the difference?
Nutmeg, maybe? Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna let you decide.
Who's Ethan? On your phone just now. Gentleman caller, maybe?
Dad, please, no, it's someone from work.
Oh, well, I thought you were done with New York.
You know what? Enough about me. What are these errands you're supposed to be doing?
I'm getting my morning mocha, which is the most important meal of the day.
Oh, boy.
And then I'm gonna go and meet Melinda at the library.
You're volunteering again?
I do it for the free books.
You do know that they're all free, right?
Of course I know
It's
that.
a library. That's how this works. This is your most important meal of the day.
That looks good. Thank you very much.
Of course. Surprise. Thank you. Dad, I want to talk to you about the Winter Festival.
Oh, Cassie.
No, I know. But it's almost Christmas, and it just doesn't feel right without it.
I know, honey, but it was a lot of work even before your mother passed. Times have changed. Things are different. Sometimes it's best to move on.
I know, but it wasn't just a festival. It was Christmas. I mean, seeing the whole town get together, knowing that Mom was a huge part of it, just those are some of my best memories.
Well, mine too, honey. But it just got harder and harder to pull together. It took everything your mom had just to give us that one last Christmas. And without her on the festival committee, I really don't
But
understand.
Dad, we can do it. We need to do it, because if we don't do it, this will be the first year that it hasn't happened. How does that feel?
Well, things don't always work out, kids. You know, life's not a fairy tale.
But what if it was?
What if it was?
I will not accept that. This is how it has always been and how it will always be.
I just thought, Your Highness, that if you could postpone the Royal Christmas Ball until after the Prince returned to the castle.
We can't postpone the Royal Christmas Ball, Reginald. It must be on Christmas Day. It's tradition. The Varovian royal family has observed this practice for centuries, and what's more, it is Nicholas's 35th year, and you know the significance that has on the proceedings.
Yes, ma'am, of course.
And you? I don't understand. How could he just go missing? You're his attendant. How can you attend him when you don't even know where he is?
We've been trying, Your Highness. It appears his telephone has been switched off, and a search of his quarters gives no indication exactly of where he may be.
Try harder.
Yes.
It is absolutely crucial to Crown and Country that Nicholas is here for the coronation on Christmas Day.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't disappoint me.
Hey. Oh, Cassie, it's so good to see you. I missed you. And I missed this place.
Well, have a look around. You must be so glad to have her back home.
Oh, you bet. It's very nice. You know, you can do that with computers these days, Melinda.
I prefer to do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh, well, so that going around today.
Don't even.
Never mind. I ran into the mailman on the way in. Here you go. There. Oh, it's here?
Can I talk to you for a minute?
You bet. Cassie, do you mind if Melinda and I have just a minute?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything I could maybe help you with in the meantime?
Actually, do you mind?
Nope. Perfect. I got it. Okay. Encyclopedia of Aquatic Animals. Is that reference or is that wild? Oh my gosh.
My book.
Your book. I think you should be apologizing for like, hey, I'm sorry, you're not hurt, are you?
You're clearly not hurt.
Well, you don't know that.
You're complaining about formalities rather than pain. You're not hurt.
Okay, excuse me, but at least you could apologize for all of this.
You should have watched where you were going.
You bumped into me.
Certainly not. It's you who bumped into me.
No, you couldn't even see that I had a stack of books because you were reading and not paying attention.
And?
Well,
Don't you work here? It's your job to pay attention. I'm the patron, and the patron's always right.
Okay, I'm sorry. First of all, who says please
Got
don't touch
it.
that?
Thank you.
What?
You know what? Let this be a lesson in committing to a task and the importance of taking responsibility for one's work. Good day and good luck.
Any luck?
No. I've tried everything. Calling, emailing, texting.
Make no mistake. The prince's absence also reflects poorly on you. Now, even if the prince returns in time, the job that may still be in jeopardy is yours.
But wait. My family has served the heir apparent for generations. It's my duty to one day be the right hand of the king.
Correction, the right hand of the would-be king, who's currently missing. Missing on your watch.
Reginald,
it's not negotiable. Both your future and the crown's depend on it.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Oh, trouble reshelving?
No. Who was that guy that you were just helping?
I don't know. A tourist?
A tourist in Wintervale? For what?
Why? You interested?
Hardly. Why is everybody so interested in my love life? It is honestly the last thing on my mind. I just wanted to know if you knew what he wanted.
Well, he took out a book on town history, didn't have the proper ID, so I had to write down his room and phone number at the B&B so he could bring the book back. Not that it matters. You sure you're not interested?
Yeah, I'm positive. We just had a run-in in the stacks. It was less than pleasant. I was just curious if maybe you knew what he wanted. Wait, what do you mean, not that it matters?
I think we should tell her, Melinda.
Tell me what?
The letter we received earlier, the allotment of funding for the library has been cut in half.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that if the library doesn't find an alternate form of funding, they're going to have to close.
What are you gonna do?
There's nothing we can do. The town's resources are pushed to the limit, and any grants we could apply for wouldn't arrive until well after we need them.
Okay, you can't just close the library.
Oh, we don't have a choice. Unless you're in the business of miracles. This Christmas is probably going to be our last one.
Hello.
You answered.
Of course I answered. Why wouldn't I?
Where are you? Everyone in the palace is worried, and your mother is insistent you return at once.
Where I am is of no concern. I'm an adult. I'm allowed to go out on my own.
And you're also a prince, which comes with certain expectation and protocol. You could at least tell someone where you're going. Now, you must return to the palace at once. The royal Christmas ball
is just another ceremony in a long line of many. There will be more occasions to show off the palace.
But, sir...
I had to do this. For me. As a reminder of what Christmas is actually about.
Prince Nicholas, the ball.
Can wait. Goodbye, Arthur.
Well?
I'm not saying we should panic, but we should panic.
Sarah. The usual?
No, just swinging by with some news. The library's in danger of closing, and they're trying to call town meeting. They're trying to save it.
Closing? This close to Christmas?
I know, right?
That's terrible. If they need anything, just let me know.
Try to come if you can.
We'll probably need some coffee.
All right, everyone, take your seats, please. Thank you so much for coming and supporting the library.
Hi, folks. I just really don't know what we're going to do.
The town's resources are finite. Maybe an outside benefactor?
This close to Christmas, I think even the most charitable folks are pretty tapped out by now.
Well, maybe we can make an appeal to the government.
Well, I think, like the first option, the holidays are going to complicate that, as everyone is probably already on break.
What if the holidays are the answer?
What do you mean, dear?
Well, you said earlier today that you needed a Christmas miracle, and the holidays keep coming up, so what if the miracle is actually Christmas itself?
I'm not following.
This could be a great time to bring back the Winter Festival.
Cassie.
No, hear me out, Dad. I mean, everybody, hear me out. Cassie, by the way. The Winter Festival always brought the entire community together. Games, wares, treats. Everybody put forth their best to make it more loving, more fun, and the economy definitely did not suffer. I mean, the idea of togetherness, it really reminded us of what the holidays are all about.
Oh, yes. Lovely times. What does that have to do with the library?
Well, think of this. What if the Winter Festival became the Winter Fundraiser?
Oh, yeah, go on.
Okay, great. We could take the money from the different activities and put it right back into the library. And when you think about it, it makes sense because we're using our own traditions to preserve our town's history.
That's not a bad idea, but it took your mom months of planning. I mean, we're a week and some change out from Christmas. It's going to be an uphill battle, Cassie.
Dad, I know. Time is not on our side. But I mean, come on, Dad, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. That's what this entire holiday is about. It's taking what's impossible and making it possible. This is exactly the right answer. I can feel it.
I hate to say it, but this close to the holidays, I can't take time away from my store.
Of course.
I've spread the word all over town.
Thank you.
I can contribute a little, it's just the timeline.
I could set up a donation box, but I can't take on a project of this size. Your mom worked months to pull this off.
We're leaving in the morning.
We'll do what we can when we get back, but...
Anyone? Come on, there's gotta be someone.
It was a lovely idea, Cassie.
I'll do it.
Excuse me?
I volunteer for the Winter Festival.
Who are you?
I'm Nicholas. I'm visiting. Hey.
No, this is a meeting for residents of the town only.
I'd love to get involved.
What does that even mean?
You can't do this yourself. And, you know, based on the organizational skills I saw earlier today, you're gonna need all the help you can get, right?
Are you being serious right now?
More than you'll ever know.
Okay, my mother built this from the ground up. This festival is about kindness and community, and I would rather do it on my own than work with you.
You don't even know me.
I'm pretty sure you've made yourself known. I don't need your help.
Okay. Suit yourself.
Great.
Cassie, what was that about?
Well, it's nothing. It's a long story.
Well, so much for that idea. What are we gonna do?
Melinda, I am going to make this happen. I'm going to make it for you, for the library, and for my mom. You want a Christmas miracle? I will figure this out.
Well, I think this is the last of them.
Whew, good. I do not think my back could handle another trip to that attic.
Your back? Well, she sure kept meticulous records.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Winterfest, that was her baby. The present company excluded, of course, but This is something she just loved to do.
Well, the Winter Festival was special to you, too. I mean, you could have kept it going.
I would have just missed her too much.
Why didn't you say that before?
I don't know. I guess because parents don't always have it all figured out, despite what their kids might think.
Okay. I actually figured that out the first time that you made a gingerbread house with me and you couldn't get the smoke alarm to go off for the first hour.
I still maintain that that was because of a faulty battery. I'm sorry I resisted you on this. I avoided the Winter Festival because I missed your mom, but I know that that's why you were drawn to it, for the same reason.
I miss her, too. I mean, she always had a plan, and right now I don't have anything figured out.
Well, your mom didn't always have a plan, but she could make things work. She did a lot of traveling as a student. Actually, it was when she was abroad, that's where she first came up with the Winter Festival idea.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She used to see all these different people that would adhere to these traditions, but they somehow just didn't seem to have the enthusiasm about it that she thought they should. And so she wanted to create something that people would just want to do and get involved with year after year.
I know, I did.
Me too. Your mom would be honored to know that you're doing this.
Thank you. But hold that fanfare, because I don't even know if I could pull this off.
We'll figure it out together.
Cheers.
The prince has been contacted, my lady.
But he won't be returning immediately.
You talked to him?
Yes.
But he's not coming home?
Yes.
Well, did you tell him that I want him home?
That was communicated to the prince, my lady.
I see. Does he remember that I am the queen?
I'm certain he's aware. But with due respect, my lady, he is also a prince, and it is the tendency of the crown to do as it pleases.
True, true. Perhaps I've raised him just a little bit too well. Be that as it may, you've talked to him, which means you can find him, and you can bring him home.
Might you have any specific suggestions on how we do that?
Yes, you do it quickly.
Thank you.
You know what you have to do.
Must I?
Oh.
Hey, yeah, I need 15 full-size Christmas trees. And is there any chance that you'd be willing to donate? Hi, yeah, I was wondering, how much fruitcake exactly is in a fruitcake unit? Oh, wow, that's a lot of fruitcake. People actually buy that? No, the mistletoe is not for eating. Hello? Come on. Oh. Hey, I'm so sorry. I think we got cut off. But yeah, boughs of holly will be no problem whatsoever if you don't have mistletoe in a pinch.
What are you talking about?
Ethan?
What's with all the Christmas talk? Boughs of holly? Are you serious?
Oh, I'm just getting in the Christmas spirit.
Why? We don't even like Christmas.
You don't like Christmas. I love everything about it.
Oh my God, you are so cute. Hey, listen, they want to move the presentation up to the 24th.
But that's Christmas Eve.
I know. But we are one step closer to that big promotion. And even better, we get to spend New Year's together.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, I gotta get going though. I just got a lot to do.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'll call you later.
Okay, great. Hi, I was just wondering how much for 12 dozen. No, 12. Yeah, I know what a dozen is, but I need 12 of those. Yeah, I just was, if I could just get 12 dozen. And could you, drop those off this week?
Problem?
Oh, she laughed and hung up. Oh, it's you. I don't think I asked you to sit down.
No, you didn't, did you?
Do you just kind of do whatever you want?
I have been accused of that a time or two, yeah. You want to talk about it?
Talk about what?
Whatever that was?
That was a boutique bakery that normally does large pastry orders for the festival, but because they normally get months in advance and I've asked them too close to Christmas.
They laughed in your face.
Thank you for reminding me about what just happened.
So, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. The clock is running out, and the closer it gets to Christmas, the harder it's gonna get. And I just think that maybe Dad and Melinda were right.
Okay, so the cookies can't be bought in time, but what if they could be made?
Are you crazy? I cannot possibly make extra cookies and do everything I need to do.
Maybe you can't, but we can.
Absolutely not. I told you last night.
What is your issue with me helping you?
Because you're rude and you're arrogant to start with.
And I'm the only chance that you've got. You can't do this alone.
I have my dad. I've got my dad.
Okay, you said it yourself. You're up against the clock, right? And if you want to make this festival happen, you need all the help you can get. We can do this together.
Can I just ask you why?
Why what?
Why do you even care? You're not from here. I mean, what is the Winter Festival to you?
Okay, I come from a place where tradition is strictly observed, but often simply because that's the way it's always been. This feels like it has purpose. I like that.
That was a very insightful answer.
Nicholas.
Nicholas? Yeah, I guess we haven't been formally introduced.
Not in the traditional sense, no, but you have made quite the impression.
Cassandra. Cassie. People call me Cassie.
Ah, Cassie. What do you say?
I would say let's get to work.
Great.
So, what made you change your mind?
I don't know. Still not convinced it wasn't a total lapse of judgment on my part.
Well, I, for one, think it's nice that he's helping out.
Dad, you're supposed to be on my side.
I am on your side, but I think it's great that he's volunteering to help you. That's what makes me like him.
Yeah, but don't get too attached. What is happening?
This tinsel's not working.
What do you mean it's not working?
Well, I showed up early to help Melinda decorate, and she put me in charge of this tree.
Yeah, I see. And what's the problem?
Well, I'm trying to get it on here, but it won't seem to stay properly. It's like it's got a mind of its own.
Have you never decorated a tree before? Or used tinsel?
No, I've used tinsel, thank you. I've seen it done.
Okay, you know what? Why don't you just step aside and let me fix it?
You don't need to, I can...
It's only one tree, so it'll be minimal damage.
What happened to this tree?
Is there a problem?
I only gave you one job. And you have hot chocolate in the library. It clearly states on the sign.
Nicholas, why don't you just step over here with me?
Okay, break it to me gently. It wasn't that bad, was it?
Well. So, Melinda tells me that you, checked out a book here on Wintervale's history.
Oh, no secrets around here, huh?
No, it's a small town.
Yeah, I did.
Well, of all the books here, how come that one? I mean, not that I'm not flattered on behalf of the town.
Honestly, I was just looking for more information on the festival.
Oh?
Yeah, it's kind of the reason I came here.
You traveled here for the Winter Festival. I didn't know that anybody knew about it outside the area.
Oh, yeah, no, don't be so modest. I mean, it got a nice bit of attention. I think there was even a magazine article that called it one of the Eastern Seaboard's finest Christmas celebrations.
That's right, I recall. Yeah, but that was years ago. You must have just been a child. And I don't know of any children that read travel periodicals.
No, I guess not. I mean, I guess I was just captivated with the story of this place. I mean, it's so different than where I grew up. And I kind of wanted to see it, just once.
Huh. So you came all that way for this?
My family's in business, and so much of our lives are centered around the details and the protocol that comes along with that. Moments that were purely sentimental were few and far between. I mean, based on the articles, the importance of sentiment and taking those moments seemed to be what the festival was all about. And so, yeah, I guess I came here to find that and just see a real Christmas.
Where did you say you were from again?
Oh, there's a little patch of land nestled between the Swiss Alps and the North Sea. Oh.
Hi. Yeah. Yes, it's me again. I was just wondering if you have any Christmas trees that... No, you're still sold out. Okay. Yes. Okay. How come we have a winter festival without Christmas trees?
Is there anything I can do to help?
Unless you can grow trees in the next 12 days, I don't think we're gonna have any Christmas trees for the winter festival. This is a disaster. We can't even find Christmas trees at Christmas, and the one tree that we do have, we can barely decorate.
Well, frankly, I'm just glad I'm not the only one having tree-related problems.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The reason that tree fell over is because you went and clumped tinsel into these branches, and frankly, I don't even know how that happened.
It seemed like a practical approach.
Well, I'm sorry. Okay, whoa. Christmas is not about practicality. It's
What?
about feeling.
That's not practicality. Rules and structure are the hallmarks of success.
And how did that go for you with the tree?
Sometimes there's trial and error, but I don't think charging ahead without a plan is necessarily a recipe for success either.
I know neither of you want any advice from me, but how come it has to be one way or another?
What are you saying?
Good planning is always a mixture of practicality and feeling.
Of course. We've been going about this all wrong. Rather than charging ahead and tackling everything at once, we should be dividing and conquering, using our strengths. Like Nicholas has already proven that he overthinks most tasks.
And Cassie's good at leading with her heart, not her mind.
And normally, I would be offended by that, I think. But you're right, which means our differences are what's actually going to make this happen.
How so?
I am formulating a plan. Just need to think and maybe take the tinsel out of my hair. Why don't we meet at Dad's later on today? And I will stay and talk to Melinda to make sure that she is over that tree incident.
And I will duck out for that exact same reason.
Thank you. I will apologize for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
That's good, sweetie.
It's great. It's great. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab this.
I think you're on the right path.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. Arthur?
Your Highness, I found you.
What are you doing here?
Well, I thought that would be obvious, Your Highness. I'm here to bring you home.
How? What? Why?
Yes, which of those questions would you like me to answer first?
Okay. First things first, how did you find me?
Do you remember when we spoke on the telephone?
Yes.
Yes. Well, since you answered, we used the GPS on your phone to find you. Your mother insisted.
She what? She can't do that.
With all due respect, she's the queen, which means she very much can do that.
I can't believe my own mother hoodwinked me and then sent someone to collect me like the parcel post.
Yes. Now, Prince Nicholas.
Shh. Don't call me that.
I don't understand. It's protocol to refer to you by your title. Do they not know that you're the royal prince of... This is highly unorthodox. You mean to tell me the people of this town, of this hamlet, have been interacting with you as if you're a common citizen?
Would you keep it down, Arthur? It's a little more nuanced than that.
Nuanced? I don't see how. You come from a prestigious lineage back from the pages of history. Your family name has import, so you're not proud.
Nicholas.
Cassie, hey.
Hey.
Hi. Great to see you again.
Good to see you too. Is everything okay?
No.
Yeah, just peachy. I was just catching up with my cousin, Arthur.
Cousin? You have family in town?
Yeah, no, he just decided to meet me here for the holidays. Right? It's good to be with family for Christmas.
Yes, I love a Christmas reunion.
That's right.
It's very nice to meet you.
Yes, hello.
Okay, well, I will expect you later at the meeting. Yeah. Are you going to be joining?
I shan't. We're leaving.
Oh, he'll be there.
Okay, great. Well, it's nice meeting you.
What's this meeting? Why are you speaking that way?
My mother sent you here on a mission to bring me back, right?
Yes.
Well, in order to complete that mission, you must do one for me first.
No.
Don't tell me no. Let's go.
Hey.
Cassie, the execs are starting to get really antsy about getting you here on time.
Yeah, I know. I'm just, I'm dealing with some family stuff. If they could just give me a couple more days.
Look, I get it. It's the holidays. We all have family stuff to deal with. I mean, I could put them off a little bit longer, but we're gonna really need to figure things out pronto. They won't wait forever.
Yeah, I know.
How are those new designs coming?
They're perfect.
You're the best. I can't wait to see them.
What is this?
So if you can give me an approximate idea of when I'm gonna see them, I mean...
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you back. Eleanor. Dear Eleanor, it's marvelous to see you took your dream and made it reality. Your winter festival looks to be everything you had hoped and more. Knowing you, I'm sure the photos don't do it justice. Perhaps one day I'll get to see for myself. I hope your husband and your daughter are well, and that you all know how truly lucky you are. My regards, at Christmas and always, M. Wow. Mom got fan mail for the winter festival. I knew it was a big deal. But who is M? Hey, Mom. I remember that photo. I was right in the middle of planning the second winter festival. Oh, he could not have been busier. He came downstairs and said we were going to stay in and have hot cocoa and finally decorate our own tree. Even though Dad said we did not have time. But you were not having it. He just said that if we can't celebrate Christmas at home, how can we help everyone else celebrate? After all, Christmas
starts with us.
Hey, I really just want to get this right. I want to make her proud.
Oh, honey, it doesn't matter what happens. She already is.
Thank you.
You know what? I remember that day. Yeah.
She could not be more irate.
My mother is always upset about something.
No, not like this. She needs you home for the Royal Christmas Ball.
And I told you I'm not going until I help these people have their festival.
How are you listening to yourself? I don't think you understand the urgency here.
Urgency is a matter of perspective, Arthur.
With all due respect, Your Highness, but I believe it is you who is lacking perspective. Some small-town gathering pales in comparison to the Royal Christmas Ball.
I disagree.
How could you possibly disagree?
Because it's significant to me.
Yes, right. Well, yes. I did not want to have to do this, but there's something you need to know.
And what's that?
On the Christmas of the 35th year of the heir apparent, which for you is this year, the Royal Christmas Ball becomes a lawful rite of passage in the form of a Christmas coronation, a legal event, and official act which secures your place in the throne. Now, if you're not present on Christmas Day to participate in the ceremony, then ancient law dictates that you abdicate the throne and the royal line will end. dissolving the monarchy forever.
I know.
Right, which is why it's precise. Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean you know?
I mean, I know, Arthur. I'm the crown prince of the entire country. What makes you think I wouldn't know that? It's literally been part of my family's history for centuries.
What? On the telephone, you said it was another celebration for show.
Isn't it?
This is not a game, Nicholas.
I know. It's my life.
With all due respect, Your Highness, what is really going on here? Is this about that woman that you mentioned? The one you're working with?
What? No.
Because if it is, your mother has already selected several candidates from the royal lines of neighboring nations that would make a most amenable match for a king-to-be. You don't want to date just anyone, Your Highness.
Yes. Yes, I do, Arthur. I mean, no, I don't. What I'm trying to say is that that is not what this is about. And yet, it is exactly what this is about.
I'm afraid I'm not following, sir.
Everything in my life is decided for me, to the extent that you're standing here telling me that my mother is thinking about who I should marry without even consulting me. My world is dictated by centuries-old rules and traditions. Every decision, every step has been part of some grand plan decided by someone ages ago. I live in a me-centric world that I actually have no say in.
Sir.
Just let me finish, Arthur. When I first heard about this place, and their small-town gathering, as you called it, I saw a group of people coming together to do something good. And I wanted to know, if only once, what it was like to be part of something like that, rather than have everything just be about me.
Well, it's a beautiful sentiment, sir. The fact remains that time is of the essence.
Ah, now that's true. And not just for me, but for these people too. When I got here and discovered that the festival was no longer, I was crushed. Until I found this one woman. This one insufferable woman who was trying to bring it back for an even more noble cause than before. So I agreed to help her. And the clock is ticking for her, too.
Your Highness.
Now, I'll make you a deal, Arthur.
If, and only if, you help me help these people get their festival into a workable place before Christmas, then, and only then, I will return with you for the coronation.
Your Highness,
I could not. You, that's all right. I understand. You'll just have to go home and explain to my mother why it is you passed up a chance to save the crown.
Do tell me how this winter festival works.
Good.
Okay, attention, if I could just get everybody's attention. Thank you. As you know, I have gathered you all here today to talk about the revival of the Winter Festival, which we will then use the proceeds to help keep the library from closing. Now, in past years, it has taken months to plan this festival, dealing with food vendors and other booth vendors and more from all over the state. But as we've discovered, it's just not possible this time of year, this close to Christmas.
I knew it.
No, but Nicholas came up with the idea that maybe we could tackle some of these tasks ourselves.
It's true, I did.
But then we were defeated by a tree.
You did that as well.
But then I realized something. I have been so worried about what this festival used to be. I am completely missing what it could be.
What do you mean?
Think about it, Dad. The festival is not about fancy booths or five-star vendors. It's about community, which is kind of cool because that means everything and everyone that we could possibly need to put this on is right here. Because ultimately, Christmas starts
with us.
Yes.
Great. I like the sounds of that, but what does it mean?
Well, it's like what you told me at the coffee shop. We all bring different things to the table. And if we work really hard, we can do this together.
This seems like a terrible idea.
No, you need to.
No, God, stop. Dad, think about it. How many times have you done this festival? And Melinda, you work at the library. You have access to pretty much everybody in the town. And Nicholas is great at planning and structure, and I am really good at creating. And Arthur, I don't have a clue because we just met, but I really could use an extra set of hands on this.
Yes, peachy.
Oh, fantastic. So, in order to do all of this, I need all of you, and I cannot guarantee that it's going to be easy, nor is it going to be successful. But what do you say?
Well, you know Arthur and I are already on board.
For the library, of course. For you, absolutely.
What he said.
Okay.
Okay. Well, where do we start?
We probably get to work because we've only got 12 days until Christmas.
Ta-da!
Oh my God!
Oh my gosh, Nicholas, you just saved Christmas.
Yeah, anything's possible at Christmas or when you go 3 towns over. I'll go get the rest.
There's others?
Oh, there's others. Here, buddy. Thank you.
Doris the florist was willing to donate 2 dozen poinsettias to Santa's booth. Okay. Which means I just need a firm commitment from the mayor, who I swear has been dodging my calls. I also got a verbal contract from Mrs. McNulty for 12 of those ginger snaps, which really are worth their weight in gold.
I told you.
Wow.
Ginger snap.
If I didn't know any better, I'd almost think you were enjoying this.
Certainly not. I'm merely doing my due diligence in service to my favorite cousin.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. Aren't you gonna get that?
I shan't. It's Dr. Humphreys, returning my call about Candy Cane Park.
Well, that sounds pressing.
No, it's not. It can wait. It can't wait. Dr. Humphreys, hello.
In that case, will you help me take a look at these booth layouts? I'm thinking
Yeah.
it might be a bit of a mistake to put a mistletoe display.
Well?
No answer, Your Majesty.
That will not do, Reginald. That will not do at all.
Christmas is less than 5 days away, Your Majesty. What do you suggest?
Oh, I don't know. You figure it out. Soon.
I just think if we put the candy canes next to the snow cones, and that kind of gives us a chance to have like a treats.
No, it's not this.
No?
We already talked about this.
Maybe you're right.
You look exhausted. I think you need a break.
No. We just finished the decoration layout. Now we have to do the scheduling
No,
for
you need a little fresh air, and I know the perfect spot.
Okay.
What about that guy?
Nah. Let him sleep. He tucking himself out, and I think he definitely needs it. Grab the coats.
Okay. I will add to the pile. Aw, Wintervale. What is this?
You know how I told you that I had heard about the festival, and that's what brought me here?
Yeah?
Well, this is how. I found these letters in one of my mother's old books at our house, and they had these press clippings and these photos, and I fell in love with the idea. I had to see it for myself.
These were in your house?
Yeah, long forgotten relics of my mother's school days. I mean, it's unusual, I know, but not unlikely. Things get lost in old books at our house all the time.
No, this is very unlikely.
How so?
Well, this writing. It's my mother's handwriting. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know, but are you sure that's your mother's handwriting?
It's my mother. I grew up with her handwriting. I would know it anywhere. The question is, how did those letters get in your house?
They're addressed to my mother, but she's not exactly the keep in touch type.
Oh, so making friends runs in your family.
Wow. No, honestly, she could have just put that in some old book years ago and forgotten about it. She reads a lot.
Does your mom want to buy a library?
Unfortunately, she already has one.
I think it's amazing to see what she wrote about my dad and I in those letters. I mean, and what are the chances that she could write something that would actually bring somebody here, let alone somebody who's helping with the festival?
Maybe it was meant to be.
Maybe my mom did pull off one final Christmas miracle. Oh my God!
Kate, thank you, Wintervale.
Should we?
Let's.
Okay. This used to be my mom's favorite Christmas place. She was a beautiful skater.
You know, I really wish I could have met her. She sounds like a wonderful woman.
She was. We used to skate here for hours until you pretty much couldn't feel your toes anymore. And then we would just go to the library to warm up and have some of her special hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate? In the library?
I know, don't tell Melinda. Her nostalgia only goes so far without breaking the rules. My mom and I used to just read for hours, and I'm pretty sure we looked at every book on every shelf. Man, I miss her. I miss having someone who cares about all the stuff that I do, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Back home, Christmas just seems like this big formality. It was never what I dreamt it could be. Until I read your mom's letters. Until I came here. Until I met you.
Nicholas? When I went to New York, it was supposed to be temporary and, you know, as much to follow a dream, but also just kind of a chance to get away. But they offered me a full-time position.
You're going back?
Yeah, on Christmas Eve.
But you're gonna miss the festival.
I know. I want to stay here. It's just wondering if this is...
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
Is New York what you want?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's what I thought I wanted, but then now I just keep thinking, what if there's something...
Something more.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got to do the booth layout, then the decoration layout, then
Schedule the performance.
Cassie, there's something I must tell you. You see, the thing is that I am. Cassie, you know how when we first met, you thought I was a royal pain in the... Cassie, I must confess to you that I have been withholding confidential information. I, Nicholas, am the regent and crown prince of Barovia. Well, yes, we all talk to ourselves in Barovia. Thank you for noticing. Oh.
You don't get that kind of community support in NYC, hey?
No, certainly don't.
Oh, I love creating this winter festival with you, just like your mother used to with me. Did you know we wanted to build it up to help out our community? Oh, goodness, the dreams we had.
I don't really know that I'm that person necessarily.
What do you mean?
Can I confess something to you? I love New York, and I've been dating somebody, and now he wants me to move in with him, and it's all happening so fast, and I just kind of think that the world that I'm living in out there is his dream world.
But not what you imagined.
Exactly. I know all of a sudden there's Nicholas, who I barely even know, but there is definitely a spark or fireworks or something.
Good things can take time or feel like fireworks. I remember what my husband used to say to me. You can't rush something unless it feels right.
He is a smart man. Thank you, Melinda.
How's it looking?
I honestly don't even know. I've reached out to everyone on the library donor list. Many people have offered to make something or help out, but is it enough?
Well, we'll just have to hope that it is.
You're right, you're right. Okay, but the blankets, do the blankets need to be in that
But what
corner?
I'm saying about the blankets is if we give them a blanket at the snow cone station, then they can warm up and enjoy hot cider before they move on to the rest of the booth.
That is a wonderful suggestion.
Oh, see?
You're right. No, we keep them warm, we keep them longer.
Did you just say I was right?
You're right.
Oh, that is the most businessy thing I have heard you say yet.
Well, I'm slowly learning.
Good.
I'm learning slowly but surely.
It's so nice, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Those two don't know how good they are for each other.
Sometimes Christmas changes people.
You would know.
I don't know if the snow cones were such a great idea. Like, the cider makes sense, but
Yeah,
it's
I know, they're
freezing
delicious.
out. What? You okay? You're not even listening.
There's something I want to talk to you about.
Okay. What?
Well, you see, the thing is that...
Oh my God, hold on, sorry. It's work, I gotta take it. Give me a second, okay?
Yeah,
Hey.
Cassie, the executives need an answer. Well, I guess I do too.
Ethan, I don't know how to say this to you. It's not working. It hasn't been for a long time, and I think we both know it. I don't think New York is a place that I want to call home.
Well, what about everything we've been working on? What about our dream?
Well, I kind of think that it's your dream, Ethan. And I don't want to hold you back anymore. You are a great guy, and you deserve to be happy.
What about you? Are you happy?
I am. Here.
Well, I'd be lying if I said I didn't see this coming.
I know. I'm so sorry, but I will send you the sketches and the notes, and you'll do fantastic.
Thank you, Cassie. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Walt, I've got it split up like this. Do you recognize any of these names?
Have either of you heard from the florist? It's as if she doesn't understand that an event needs botanicals.
I can't say that we have.
Maybe that's Doris now?
Please tell me you have my florals.
Please tell me you have my son.
Your Majesty.
Well, who else would be calling you, Arthur? I was beginning to think you had forgotten about me.
Your Majesty. You're using the telephone yourself.
Yes, and it's a fact I'm not very happy about. However, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Where is my son?
It's complicated, Your Majesty. Prince Nicholas committed himself to a winter festival here.
What? Winter festival?
Yes, yes, and I've been aiding him in an effort to bring him home to you expeditiously.
Arthur, I sent you there to bring back my son. It was a request that was meant to be fulfilled quickly and with urgency. What I did not do was send you halfway across the world to be taking part in some small town festival.
I can explain.
I've heard enough. I want Nicholas home within the next 24 hours, or his will not be the only job on the line.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Nicholas, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, I gotta talk to you too.
No, I've been meaning to tell you, and now I...
Hello. May I talk to you,
No,
please?
can we just have one...
Just one
Now.
second.
No, please,
Please.
Yeah. Just give us a minute.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Hey.
Hey.
So, you two set aside your differences?
Oh, Dad, don't be foolish. He is still stubborn and completely frustrating, but he's charming and a little handsome.
Well, I'm just glad to see you smiling again.
You know, I found out something incredible yesterday, and I cannot believe I haven't told you yet.
Oh?
Yeah, we were working at Nicholas's bed and breakfast, and he's got these letters.
Letters? Well,
I told you this would happen.
You need to calm down. I just need a few more days.
Yes, but we don't have a few more days. My job is on the line. My family's honor is on the line. We have served the crown of Barovia for centuries. I cannot have it end because of someone who doesn't even care about the throne.
I care about the throne. It is my family's throne. You're letting my mother get to you.
Yes, yes, of course I'm letting her get to me. She could literally send an army to retrieve us. An army. Is that worth it to you for a Christmas party? An international militaristic event?
I will not be bullied by you, nor my mother.
you don't give your mother the credit she deserves, Nicholas. From what I understand, she's not one to cross. Oh, I know who you are, Your Highness.
What? How?
I had my suspicions from the first time you arrived here. When Cassie told me about the letters, that confirmed it.
You know about the letters?
Of course I know about the letters. My wife sent them to her friend from school, your mother. Eleanor spent a lot of her student days abroad.
Why have I never heard about this?
They were quite close for a while. But your mother's commitment to state and country soon became all-encompassing. Eventually, the letters home stopped.
I'm sorry.
I just mentioned to Cassie the other day that life has a way of marching forward. Why didn't you tell us who you were?
Everything in my life is dictated by the title in front of my name. I wanted to do something once that was not about me, not Nicholas, Crown Prince and Royal Regent of Barovia.
But that's who you are, Nicholas.
Hey, where's everyone?
Oh, they just went outside.
Oh.
When Mary disappeared from Eleanor's life, she was hurt. The bond I see building between you and Cassie is more than friendship. And I don't want you to hurt her when you eventually do the things that you have to do.
Do you think me that shallow?
Not at all. But I also know that there's things put upon you by other people that are beyond yourself.
Yes, there are. And perhaps it is the demands of those people that should be taken into consideration. It sounds like my mother sacrificed the solace of perhaps the only real friendship that she ever had so that she could ensure the solace of many. Now, I am sorry that Cassie's mother was hurt. But the responsibilities of the crown are more than mere feelings. The details of my life and my position are very complicated. I'm sorry that I wasn't forthcoming with you or your daughter, but everything I do must be given careful consideration. I am a prince.
You hid this from us?
I didn't know how to tell you who I really was.
So you lied.
Cassie.
You knew what the Winter Festival meant to me. You knew what the letters meant to me. You knew about my job in New York. You just watched me struggle. No, you used me. You used all of us. For what? Some weird experiment on what it's like to be some kind of commoner? You were not the person I thought you were.
Cassie, wait. Cassie, wait. Cassie. Cassie, wait. Cassie, wait!
Okay, look, Your Highness, I am not one of your subjects that you can just boss around. Tradition has always been so important to me. Look at you. You've got a family where tradition is something that most people could only dream of. You're just throwing it away.
That's not fair.
All I've been trying to do is preserve the history of my family and of this entire town, both of which you are no longer a part of.
If that's how you really feel.
I do. You should go.
Cassie? Dear.
We have so much left to do, and I don't even know if we're gonna get it all done.
Why didn't you tell me about that job in New York? It's something you should celebrate, not keep secret.
It doesn't matter, Dad, because I'm not going back.
Why not?
I don't know. I just thought that if I did, then that means that that entire chapter of my life and Mom is gone. You know, sometimes you just need to leave to realize that everything you could have possibly wanted is right there in front of you.
Just because something ends, it doesn't mean it has to leave your heart. In fact, what you've done here, what you and Nicholas did, you've proved that you can take a memory and turn it into something new and beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Have you tried talking to him?
He didn't do it for the right reasons, Dad.
Maybe Nicholas wasn't forthcoming. But think of all the reasons why he was here. He spent time here. He was excited to help you get all this going when no one else would step up. That was real.
Yeah, well, gone now?
Oh, honey.
Your Majesty, presenting His Royal Highness, Prince Nicholas.
You're finally home.
Good morning.
Hey, I just talked to Melinda, and the last of the booths are getting set up in the library area. Would you like some coffee?
Yes, thank you. I'm so tired.
Well, I bet you are, honey. You've been up for 2 days straight. But look what you have done.
Oh, big shoes to fill.
Every new tradition starts with a good breakfast.
Pretty sure you just made that up.
I did.
Okay.
You grab a seat. I'm gonna dish you up some of Walt's special here.
Yes.
Famous scrambled eggs.
Okay.
Nicholas, I picked a couple of options for the ceremony tomorrow. I can't decide because they're so different.
Whatever you think is best, Mother.
That'll be all, Reginald. Tell me, are you still thinking about that town and those people?
How could I not?
I know you think I don't understand why you went on your escapade, but I do. Maybe even too well. Sit. You see, when I was young, my friends would come back from Christmas break and they would tell me all these marvelous stories of family and food, fun. And don't get me wrong, it's not that your grandfather didn't provide all those things, but it was understood, as with everything we did, that ceremony came first.
Family trait, I see.
There was a part of me that wanted to have one of those Christmases, where I got to wear cozy pajamas and eat too much, not have to worry about galas and presentation. I think that's why Eleanor sent me all those letters. It's like she knew deep down that I needed those stories.
So why didn't you make that happen for yourself?
Traditions are very hard to break, Nicholas. And they also make us who we are.
But do you ever regret not keeping in touch with Cassie's mother?
Oh, of course I do. She was a very good friend. Outside of your father, she was the only one who saw me for me instead of a princess or a queen. Very dear friend indeed. But that was a very long time ago. We came from different worlds, and I understood and respected what Eleanor did for her family and her friends in her town, and she understood what I needed to do for mine.
But it's sad, though, don't you think? You know, letting protocol and rules dictate how things have to be.
No, darling, you mustn't think of it that way. We still have our celebrations. I mean, this is a very joyous time. It's just that they have their Christmas and we have ours.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Mother.
How so?
Because if I've learned anything from that town and those people, it's that Christmas starts with us. And I think it's time we both put that into effect.
Hey, Blaze. Dad, they're busy.
Oh, I know.
This looks amazing. Thank you.
You guys did a great job.
No, we all did a great job. Everybody. I'll get him out of here for you.
Merry Christmas, you
Merry
guys.
Christmas. Oh, those lanterns look fantastic.
I know, they're great. No, folks have really knocked themselves out. Oh, popcorn.
I'll save you your favorite.
Thank you very much, sweetie.
Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas. I cannot believe that this is happening.
Well, it's happening because of you.
Oh, no, it's happening because of everyone. I mean, I had the initial idea, but it's because everybody's chipping in, right? Can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
What do you think Mom would have thought of all this?
Oh, sweetie, Mom would have been proud. You bet she'd have been proud. Oh, I know. Oh, look at this
I
piece.
know, isn't it great?
It sure is.
I'm just so happy that they did it.
Hi, Melinda.
Oh, hi, Walt.
Hey.
Cassie. Holiday latte. It's been our bestseller. Oh, it's Christmas. Let's live a little. I think it's far enough away from the books.
Sure. How's it going?
Oh, too soon to tell. But even if it's not enough to save the library, it is worth it.
It has to.
You tried and did this for us. That in itself is a Christmas miracle. And the whole town will never forget it.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey.
Okay. Sweet, Melinda.
Oh,
We'll talk to you later,
thanks,
okay?
Walt. Hey.
Okay, bye-bye.
I hate to interrupt, but I do believe that letter belongs to me.
Who are you?
This is Queen Mary, sovereign ruler and royal regent of Barovia. My mother.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Do I curtsy? I don't know. Okay. Why don't I never queen before? Okay, when are you gonna tell me what is going on?
Walk with me.
Did you know that?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
The way we left things, I simply couldn't bear it if that's how things ended between us.
No, Nicholas, the way I spoke to you was completely out of line.
And I was out of line for not being completely honest with you.
Well, no, you were a stranger, and you worked day and night to give us a truly magical Christmas.
Listen, once I met you, I realized what was truly important.
Like, that's what Christmas is. It's not about doing what's always been done. It's about people coming together.
Yes. Yes, and being here with you, with all of you. I've seen the Christmas I've always dreamed of.
Thank you for coming back.
I had to. I had to be here with you for Christmas. Even if it was just this once before I became king and before you go back to your life in New York.
I'm not going back to New York.
You're not.
No, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna build my mom's legacy and I'm gonna work on traditions in the community that I love and...
Cassie, it's...
No, it's great because think about it. The festival's not gonna run itself. What about your coronation and your crown?
That's where I come in. You see, upon his return to Barovia, my son reminded me that sometimes we get so set in our ways that we forget what is truly important. And then it made me think of a very dear friend of mine who once told me that Christmas wasn't so much about a place, but a feeling, and those you share that feeling with. So, as ruler of Barovia, I am exercising my powers, and I'm going to have the coronation right here in this town with all of you.
You can do that?
Yes, I can. Now, Prince Nicholas, kneel before me.
Wait, Mother, I came here to find a special Christmas. But what I found was a special place. And a special woman. I grew up with a kingdom. But it took coming here to know what it was like to build one. This town, this woman, they have my heart. I know I have much to do at home, but I have so much to do here as well.
Nicholas, what are you saying?
Well, I would like to stay, if you'll have me.
Of course. Yeah.
As your mother, I understand, I really do. But as your queen, I must remind you of your duties and commitment not just to the crown, but to your people.
How can I fulfill a commitment to an entire nation if I can't even fulfill a commitment to myself?
I see. The royal law dictates that a coronation must take place in order to maintain the monarchy. But there is nothing that says you must begin your reign immediately.
I don't understand.
Plenty of monarchs have left their kingdoms in the capable hands of others while tending to matters abroad.
I believe the perfect candidate is standing right before you, sir.
Mother, you would do that for me.
Oh, my son, kneel before me. On this day, when celebration rings out across all the lands, and the end of the year makes way for the dawn of another, I declare by the powers invested in me by crown and state that you rise into a new era. King of Barovia.
And my first order of business, reinstating you to the throne in my stead.
Already making such wise decisions, King Nicholas. Oh, but you are going to need a head of affairs here to advise and keep you abreast of all important matters. So
If I may, my head of affairs must be someone who has given their very heart to Barovia and its crown. Someone who traveled across the world in order to save it. Someone who has done his due diligence for Her Majesty. Someone who has become a great friend. Arthur?
Me. A bold and noble choice.
What'd you say, Arthur? Stay abroad with me? Plan another festival or two?
Thank you. I can't believe it. Oh, I simply can't believe it. Oh, Your Majesty.
Melinda.
There are so many people here. They're coming in droves. Now, we have to finish the final tally, but if the sales keep going the way they are, we should have more than enough to save the library.
Oh, well, that's absolutely wonderful. I'm happy for all of you, truly. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh.
I don't even know what is happening.
You know, I would love to tell you all about your mother when she and I were young and, full of adventure, just like you.
I would love that. I just wish she was here to see it.
Cassie, dear, you bring out the best in everybody and everything, just like your mother.
Well, you must be Walt.
Elsie told me so much about you. It always felt like a fairy tale.
Well, clearly she found her own fairy tale here with you and this charming town.
Let me show you some of Ellie that you don't know about. Some of her life that she created here and the world that we built. If you would do me the honor.
Yes, I will.
Do you like popcorn?
I've not tried it.
Oh, well, you're in for a treat.
I can't believe that you're here. Well, it feels like a fairy tale that I used to read about in my books, and I just never thought that it would come true. You can't stay away from Barovia forever.
Well, we can stay away as long as we like. You heard my mother. She's had some practice at this. Barovia is in very good hands. Besides, you and I have future festivals to plan.
Really? For someone who overthinks things, that's a lot of planning.
Well, I will need someone who leads with their heart and not their mind to be my future queen.
Queen?